So, starting a new series called M.E.T.A. I already saw a deep dissection like a week ago, and this new series is heavily influenced by a guy called SVB on YouTube, who's SVB, 20k subs. He's got like a series called Thought Process, and I thought, you know, he made it with PowerPoint, and it's got like, I didn't think it looks decent. I thought, maybe I might add my own kind of thing to it. And obviously, you can see in the background, talking about the notorious goats comp that's been alive for the past 10 months, going on to 12. So, why do people use goats? I'll put all these down first. There we go. So, pros. Technical ability is low, like, Reinhardt doesn't need aim, Vegeta doesn't need aim, Zen doesn't need aim, but he's mainly shooting tanks, because then it goes for ghost matchup. Lucio, he's mainly wall running, and he does need a little bit of aim, but not as much as someone else, let's say, Widow or Hanzo. Zarya, tracking aim is needed, yes, but secondary fire is AoE, and Diva, I guess you could say yes, but again, a little bit of AoE from her missiles. Can easily win fights with Vanilla. What I mean by that is without any ultimates, because it's just so powerful just pressing W and just aiming with a steamroller and snowball with ease, like number 5 says. And the only better vanilla comp than this is Bunker, but again with Bunker, the reason why it works so well is mainly because of the Bastion. It just outputs so much damage. Battleship. What I mean by that is, I think Jane talked about it in the Canada vs France game, where the comp he was running, Hackfist, I think it was like Sombra, Doomfist, Ana Lucio, Zarya, Reinhardt, where each character's like a destroyer, right? So if one of them goes down, you've got 5 destroyers working at their 100% efficiency. Whereas with this comp, Ghost comp, you've got 6 characters. If one goes down, sure, it will sail, but it'll just be shittier overall. And I think he described it like that. But you'll see Korean teams, right? Like 2CPs, Volkswagen Industries, they attack, they've kept point A, they're a 4v6 situation, and they actually managed to win. They pop ults, and it's really sort of a new way of thinking about Overwatch, because the typical Western way, or I say Western, but typically Western teams, like, it'll be like 4v6, or cool, we won this fight, or they have to be set, cool. But the Koreans go around like, nah, I'm just gonna pop every single ult and still win the fight. To be aware of that. I think one of the main reasons why people use goes is, like, you'll see the 6 cows on the left, but there's so many adaptations to goats, and you'll see this in Overwatch League, where pretty much, I think, every team has used pretty much, or I say pretty much, but at least in scrims, they've tried every single version of goats. Maybe one they haven't tried, that I'll talk about. But yeah, they've tried a lot of variations of goats. So if you've got high ground, just run Winston goats. If they run Winston goats against you, just run Honor or Moira instead of Zen. Things like that. Works on most maps. Don't run it on Junkertown. It's too open of a map. I made that mistake, and people flamed me. The reason why I said to run goats on Junkertown is because it was overtime, and you had to find carts, and we ended up losing. So, I'll keep that in mind. Cons. This is what SVB put. Micromanagement of abilities. So what I mean by that, what he meant by that is that if you waste Shield Bash as Vegeta, you could die basically. Whereas if you jump like a meter, if you're playing Winston, you jump like a meter off your target, you're not gonna die. That's what I mean by micromanagement of abilities. Again, if you like waste Repair Pack, if you waste Bubble, if you waste Amp, the enemy team can push you very, very hard, and you'll see that in one of the clips later on. Weak to multiple sources of damage. That's why core DPS is so powerful against it. I believe in contenders, GC Busan, they lost or they won against like Storm Fighter, I don't know, forgot the team. But yeah, but they ran like quad DPS against goats, and it worked really well. Bad rotation kills goats, or bad coordination, you'll see both 3 and 4 goes hand in hand. You'll see who's in Outlaws, such as Dallas Fuel, I just mixed Jane and Dallasfield together. Jealous. 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 Anyway, yeah, but Jane talked about on a stream about how Houston Outlaws, they weren't perfectly coordinated, and because of the OGE, the main tank for Dallasfield, just punished it. Wrong to watch to an extent, yes. But I like running goats. I hate running dive because I play Zen and I'm a glass cannon. And that you'll see the red arrow is the points to the most important reason, in my opinion, why people use goats. Reinhardt, and this is talking about the job and roles of each traditional character in goats. So shield for damage, denial, hammer for extreme damage. So each hammer swing gives you 5% all charge. Each fire strike per target gives you 7%. So a lot of clean damage, a lot of damage for your to build up for your chaser. And damage denial, like holding for shield and grab, for example. Hammond has basically no damage denial. Um, Monkey has a little bit. 600 HP shield doesn't do anything. Best tank board on Overwatch. Um, just more damage. Really, that's all that means. Target caller and game plan caller. Game plan caller. That's I don't know why I put that in there, to be honest. As in, like, you're in spawn, your team has just picked goals, and you're just deciding what to do. That's the kind of thing you're making a plan for your team. Blocks and allows combos. Allows the combo for grab pin. You've seen in like stage 2 mainly, and blocks as in like block chasses and all those kind of things. Bad positioning, off angles, lost fight. So you'll see like these Reinhardts, like from the Justice or really bad team Mayhem, where they just or Solo from I hate Solo. I hate him. I'm a huge Fusion fan, but Solo's he's such a shit main tank. I want Faggy. I want Faggy back. But anyway, if you play as an alpha angle when you're playing, why not? To get like a Shatter or something, the enemy why not can just counter Shatter, and often it's a lot. It's a bigger Shatter. 7. That's just how you play. Why not? Zoya. Let's get the Av out of the way. There you go. So bubble acts like an extra life. So when a why not swings, you bubble him. You gain charge as Zarya, and he gains damage as when playing why not. A bad bubble is a lost fight. So if you waste both bubbles, the enemy team will push you. But this can be used against them, and you'll see that later on. 100% charge, 190 DPS. It's, it's a lot of damage. It's like a lot. For reference, Trans is 300, and Coalescence is 140. So yeah, for reference. Grabs allow Ryan to build second chaser, or just chaser in general, because you get so much cleave off of it. So 5 times 6, if there's 6 people in the grab, 30% ult charge, and then 72% ult charge from swing, fire strike, yeah. Or swing, fire strike will give him another chaser for just swinging. That's really it. Peel for backline. This is where SVB went wrong, in my opinion. When he said that Zarya can peel, we actually can peel, but so can Lucio, Brig, and Diva. Like Zarya, if you waste, like you'll see when they run Sumper Goats, when a team runs Sumper Goats, that a Zarya bubble is not used to protect your Zen, for example. A Big Eater repair back normally is, or a boot from Lucio normally is. Secondary fire, massive AoE damage. That's pretty obvious. Just do it in a grab. Secondary fire melee, low volt charge, a lot of damage, sorry. And this is why I kind of plagiarized SVB with double M. I came up with the triple B thing myself. So Diva has a lot of burst damage. So you see like a Widow on high ground who's used a grapple. You can just use missiles, fusion cannons, boosters, melee. It'll do a lot of damage, like a lot. Decent pocket damage, more poke damage than Reaper, and you'll see Reaper later on. Double M mobility matrix. Matrix to eat stuff, mobility to get to high ground. You can read it. Again, like I stole it from SVB, so I'm not gonna go into it that much. And there you go. Oh well, there we go. Speed boost for extreme aggression, as in like if the enemies are or Brig use their abilities as extra lives, it's your job as Lucio to just go in and tell you why not, slam to there why not, and then you'll die. That kind of thing. Primary counts to enemy one shatter. So in the stage 1 Owl playoffs finals, Slime, like when Bumper played 2 aggro and Super landed like a super good shatter, Slime would be there wall riding, and then he would, land a beat. So the general rule of thumb: beat 4 shatter, transgrave, alt tracker. Anyone can alt track in the wise words of CarQ. Um, but because you're playing Lucio, who's in the back line, more of a chill sort of role, you typically wall riding to get a bigger view of the fight and get boops for like players and a shatter. You're typically the one to be alt tracking. Main counter Sombra, you'll see in one of the clips why Zen is less effective than Lucio in some cases, but most of the time they're pretty much the same. But the reason why I say Lucio is better than Zen is because Lucio is more survivable against Sombra than Zen. Brig, again, R pack, extra life, just like our objective bubble is. Shield Bash allows CC to punish aggression, and Shield Bash can be stacked. So what I mean by stack is a Big Eater plus McCree stun is 1.7 seconds of stun, I think, which is a lot. It'll kill any target with proper, focus damage. Rally prevents poke damage, as in, you go into a fight, Zen's just not gonna flop to the floor if he's like playing a bit too aggro. Neither is your Ryan. Buzz with why not? Brawler. There's nothing really much to say with Brig apart from she's a thinking character. In the words of Jane, she's a thinking character. She's not mechanically, obviously, and that's pretty much it. I haven't really got much to say about Brig. She's thick, I guess. Sen, my main. So Discord, I think I put that as most important, didn't I? Yeah. So if you Discord them, why not? 25% more damage to him. Some make him play like a beta male. Most of the time, it should in ranked matches. Non-owl because both Ryans have Discord normally. Trans, easy counter to grab, unless grab pin, which is unfortunate. Harmony and Discord punches position. So this is more to do with Brig. So I'll go into this a little bit. So you see a Brig, you're playing Brig, right? You're in a Ghost Brig Smirror. You're playing Brig, you see the enemy Brig, she wastes her bash. She's drastically out of position. You as Brig realize this, and you ask for your Zen very kindly. Zen, hey, dude, can I have Harmony? And could you Discord that Brig, please, so I can take that 1v1? That's what I mean. Trans charges fast, at least with good aim it does. I think Violet charged in 65 seconds in the stage 2 of playoffs against Vancouver Titans, which they won. Big whoop. A lot more damage with Zen compared to Moira Honor. Like, just. I think, like, in my rank, like, Honor does, like, 3.5k damage every 10 minutes. Moira does, like, 5.5 to 6.5 if you're lucky. And Zen does, like, 8.5k upwards to, like, 11, 12k. So, yeah, a lot more damage. Then we go into, like, the different characters that can be subbed out in GOATs. So Sombra, main one, Cracking Knuckles. There we go. EMP is better than Bomb, as in like, if you're just wanting to use one ult to win a fight, EMP is way better than Bomb. Hackson, easy grab. There's no trans to stop it. I think Michelle did this against NYXL. Yeah, they did. And I'll show you the clip. Hack prevents follow up. Obvious. That's wow, that's loud. Anyway, she does decent poke damage, again, compared to Reaper, and threatens Zen. So, who was it? Who was it? So, London Spitfire versus NYXL, Stage 3, Week 4. So, pretty recent. SBB, or SABLB, he pressured Bedosen all the time, even killed him, because he didn't get proper peeling. From just SBB just, shooting at him from like 10 meters away, and the Ghost Comp couldn't really do much about it. That's why we might threatening Zen. Cons. Enemy Zarya has 3 grab. That's because she has no Matrix. No grab pin combo, obviously. And this is the real kicker. The kicker. Translocate can make a fight 5v6 temporarily, as in, if you're Sombra and you get pressured out by, like, who knows, um, even when you translocate, it's like a health pack. Your team's now at 5v6, but really good Sombras tend to work around this. Like Michelle, who I'll show you, he does this. Well, he doesn't do it, sorry. Oh no, Moira, don't do Mercy. Like, if you're playing Mercy and Ghost, you're throwing, like, you deserve to be reported. But yeah, separate thing. So on a double N, Nade Nano. Nade is better than Orb, obviously. Nano is better than Coalescence in most cases. And Sleep Events being the pawn. So if they're running like a dive comp, like Hackfist, um, Sleep is useful. You know, Zen has no sort of self-protection. Moira, it's either you have no skill, or you just want constant healing. That's really it. Fate is useful for, or against Winston Sasomba, and Coalescence plus Healing Orb is a poor man's Transcendence. It still works quite well. 250 healing a second. You'll out heal a Zarya, but if the Zarya has another boost, well, good luck. Basically, Winston. This is a dodgy one, because I think like contenders teams like saying like he's gonna get like picked like a ton more didn't really happen. Anyway, that's mainly because he got buffed to how Tesla Cannon works against armor. So yeah, Winston, the reason why you pick him, displacement and cleave damage. So cleave damage is basically when you hit multiple targets and then you get charge for it, but like Orion's hammer works. But with Monkey, you're a lot more safe. You have a jump pack and you have a bubble to barrier knots. And your bubble, it stops big AoE, it stops Lucio AoE, stops Lucio beats, stops Zen trans. What else does it stop? I don't think it stops Sally. I should know this. Yeah, I don't think it stops Sally. I don't think it stops Sally. It might do, who knows. And Zen can't just go through bubble. Which is why when you dive into Zen, you normally put the bubble between or onto the team and away from the Zen, so he can't do anything. And you normally pocket the monkey to kill the Zen. Cons: lack of frontline pressure. Obviously, a Reinhardt with a big jump and hammer versus a scientific monkey with a Tesla cannon. Who's gonna win? It's gonna be the Reinhardt. No high grounds. There's no point winning monkey to an extent. I mean, like Paris, second point. There's not much high ground to play on. Just run forward. That's really it. And Bubble's less valuable than Shield in terms of like, being a grav. Baptiste. I think Collins. There we go. So I think when he came out in like a March, teams were trying him, but it doesn't really work. A biggest reason Matrix allows Ryan to one shot. However, Matrix is way worse than Trans. Because it will have to force your team to play around it, which might not be good. And utility, he barely has. Like, if Lamp is really bad, as in, like, yes, it gets no value, it gets focused immediately. There's not really a point of running Baptiste because then he's essentially a poor man's Moira. Reaper, no. Just no. Hog, no. May. So, okay, the reason why I'll explain the last two. Reaper, reduce damage against armor, simple as. And Hog, he just feeds. That's it. May. Blocks off team with Ice Wall, that's the main reason. However, only works on 2 maps mainly, so Busan Mega Base and what other map? The Pool Village. There we go. So Paris turned around this against Boston Rising on stage 1, and they won, I think. Very just splits off team, and the wall can mitigate, not prevent completely, but mitigate damage or follow up when you're in a grav. Useful. But you have no matrix when you play May. Clips time. Okay, so I already recorded this video. I say recorded, but like I just didn't like the recording because I was slowing my words too much. But like then, That was a bit too long. So we'll talk about the first one. Don't think it has got any sound, which is unfortunate. There we go. Right, Michelle's over here, right? So, Soul Dynasty, they know John likes Scotch trans, and he does. And NYXL, conversely, they know that Fletter's got Grav. But because basically, NYXL's thinking, their wing condition is Grav, how do you deal with the Grav? How do you deal with their wing condition? Easy clap, we just trans it. But Michelle's like, no. Just no. No. So John like try and hide here. Which is pretty clever. Because he's away from the team, no one can really see him, but Michelle's actively seeking him out. And then he hacks Jonak, and as soon as the hack goes off, Flair grabs. Where's Adiva? Where's Meko? Hang on. What? Hello? Okay, congrats, Meko. You just. Anyway, but yeah. Potentially, if Meko was there, you gotta in the Grav for Flair getting a bit too cocky. But yeah, the main premise. If you're playing somewhere, you have to actively seek out the Zen or Lucio. And then they win that fight. First clip done. Navigation. Arguably. Okay, so that's pretty recent. So today is like June 23rd, so there you go. And you'll see why, like, one by Summer being so powerful, it stops the follow-up completely. He's like, Hack just rapes Chester. Like, he lands a pretty good Chester here, because Jonas plays way too aggro. That's what I mean by, you know, uh, low-tier tanks playing too aggro and tunnel visioning. It just allows this to happen. But Corey comes in with a massive hack, and Sleepy gets away with 1 HP. I think Fury does get him, though. But then Aldo could have died. So if just a watching hacks, he could have hammer, fire strike Sleepy, pin Aldo, potentially kill Aldo, and then maybe it would have been a winnable fight. Who knows? But yeah, that's just the reason of how powerful Simple is. And then, oh, this is a big one. I think Jane talked about this in the stream. It's massive cheer. Wow. Okay. Okay. I want you to. Let's get into it first. So look at this. You got Boink speeding tanks, but Raucous, for what I don't know how, I don't know why, but he's taken 150 HP worth of heroic damage. I'm guessing from Onko. Actually, no, Closer apparently. Okay, Closer, AKM, and notes. He takes 150 damage with poke. So if Muma actually had a brain, I'm joking, but if like the purpose of playing Rhino is first one in, first one in, last one out, and he just plays first one in. And OG, he identifies Walkers as one. Gets a massive cleave. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. Look how big this cleave is. He's 3% all charge. Four now. 4 passive. One fire strike. Not for fire strike. One swing. One swing. 30% all charge. 30%. Crazy. That's like that's the cleave thing I was talking about. And from there on, just clean up. And then OG has double the percentage of ults that Muma does. So this is bad coordination on the core of Fusion Outlaws, mainly from Muma. Potentially from Walkers, because he's washed up. Like, I know Fusion Outlaws, they're winning now with Dante on the Sombra and with Walkers on the Honor. But, like, he's a washed up Zen. Like, actually washed up. I don't know how he took that much poke damage, but he did. If the Reinhardt was properly protecting him, then he'll be fine. Last clip, this is where the IQ comes in. Like, I want to reveal. Anyone, okay, before I explain this clip, anyone that says to me, Overwatch is not about game sense, this clip will prove you wrong. Now, again, this is the same game where Nene grabbed Michelle will try to, and then he whiffed it. But no one is talking about the sheer big brainness from, that's not even a word, from Sol Dynasty's side, particularly the coach. So Meko's trying to push point. Fisher is partially blocking it because he's playing left side. The reason why Meko's pushing it, if you don't know, is if Zen were pushing it, then Fisher could make the short call to go and dive the Zen. Not dive, but like pressure him because there's nothing he can do. The reason why Lucio's on the cart is because he could pressure Mono and the NYXL, and they can't speed out. So conversely, Meko is on the cart. And Zarya's not on the cart because Zarya has so much damage, it's crazy. And helps to pressure the front line a little bit more. The reason they're playing high ground is because if they were playing low ground, Michelle would just stay up here and then shell down her Uzi mags. Wow, okay. Thank you, PewDiePie Mike. Very cool. But yeah, like, if it was the other way around, Michelle was up here and Rexel down here, the only real person contesting the Michelle from up here would be Mecca. But then they'll be drawing attention away from the front line. And attention is a resource. Not my quotes, some coaches. So here's the juicy bit. Here's ooh, the bit that no one's talking about. Well, let's see if you lot caught it. You caught it yet? Okay, I want you to guess who wins this fight. I should have the interact thing, to be honest. I don't know how to do that. Maybe see with clout, I don't know. But I'm guessing most of you would say that NYXL would win this fight if you haven't watched this game. But remember when I said that Bubble and Repair Pack are like an extra life? Well, guess what? Munchkin, for absolutely no reason whatsoever, to the average viewer, wasted a Repair Pack. And Fletter, he uses projected on himself. Why? Why would he do this? Why would he use his personal barrier when Meko's there? He's getting no damage through the spreads. They're rotating to low ground now. Why would he use personal here? I wonder. And then in YXL identify this, they realize that they have no personal Zari bubble. They have no repair pack. They focus on Munchkin because Munchkin's positioning is frankly trash. Look at this. This is what I mean by miscoordination or micromanagement. Like, Munchkin's he's basically next to Fisher, right? But he's not close enough. So they collapse on him. But this is a huge debate. The biggest debate I've ever seen from Salt Dynasty. They purposely waste repair pack. They purposely waste personal bubble. I can't speak English. Jesus Christ. Okay, anyway. They purposely use personal bubble. There we go. And Munchkin purposely uses repair pack so that NYXL goes aggro. And this aggression is therefore punished with a big fat EMP. That's so massive. By the way, Sol does know that NYXL have no defensive ultimates from the prior fight. And just clean it from there. And you'll see what I mean by the translocation, right? There's so many things to pick apart with this fight. But you see what I mean? So Michelle, he translocated out, but it wasn't a 5v6. It still stayed a 6v6. He's safe, right? But he's still getting value. Let's say he translocated to the health pack that's way behind him. He's safe, but it's not in the fight. It makes it a 5v6. Obviously, in this situation, it's not 5v6 because trades are being tossed around. But you know what I mean. So Libero gets hacked, and the reason why he hacks Libero and not Meko or anyone else is because I'm blank. Oh yeah, because Libero has a repair pack for Onimo. And there you go. Easy clean up. And what everyone's I can't speak English. So what everyone's talking about in this game was Nene whiffing his grab against Michelle, right? So like he tried to solo grab Michelle to prevent EMP, but then he just big flop. And then he got Then he got subbed up for SBB. Oh, Nene. I feel bad for you. Feels bad, man. But yeah, that whole fight was like just this such high game sense from Soul Dynasty. Like NYXL, like top three teams easily gets debated. I mean, could NYXL play this better? Not really. They haven't got defensive ult. Jonah gets hacked. Alamo gets hacked. Does everyone get hacked? A 6-man EMP? It is. Wow, okay. I thought it was a 5-man. I didn't think Jonah will get caught in that. But yeah. So that's why Sombra's so powerful. That's why you could use Repair Pack and Bubbles to your advantage by wasting them and debating the enemy team. Um, one thing, the reason why Flitter does use projectors on usually personal, not projected, is just in case, or allows Fisher to swing onto Mono and just get cleave. He doesn't bubble Munchkin because he's inevitably going to die. It just provides Fisher with an extra little bit of pocket for him to get, protection. Otherwise, God knows, if he wasted projected on Fisher, this fight could have gone the other way. Who knows? Um, so that's why I'm guessing this was not planned by Munchkin. I'm guessing if Munchkin had the actual correct positioning, NYXL would then focus on Fisher if Flesser had no bubbles whatsoever. So this is hypothetical, right? So Flesser has no bubbles, Munchkin has no repair pack, Munchkin is in a good position if that actually happens. Hypothetically, they could focus down Fisher with Discord and kill him, basically. Which is why he's fitter saves projected for Fisher, not Munchkin. Like this is not planned. This is just not planned. Um, this is why again, like I got like goats. Um, it's the sheer tankiness of everything. Just the way you charge trans playing Zen is just fun. But anyway, main things to take away: repair pack and Zarya bubbles add like an extra life. So and you could debate the enemy team potentially by getting a massive EMP. Speed boost, extreme aggression, Grav pin combo, Zen trans for Grav, Lucia will ride for Shessa. And there are certain swap outs that you can do. But yeah, there we go. Done it now. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. My next video will be like, God knows, maybe Clockwork Reverser, maybe Core DPS, or specifically Chengdu Hunters, or 222. Actually, no, that's boring. Or maybe like, Dive, who knows. But yeah, I enjoy doing this. Big credits to SVB. I would not be making this if it wasn't for him. And yeah, enjoy, or hope you enjoyed. Sign over.